freshman year, I went to Michigan State University and thought I wanted this Big Ten school, and it turned out that I didn't really fit in there. It was too big of a school. The classes were like 500 kids, and I realized that I needed more individualized attention.
My original plan after graduation was to go to Le Cordon Bleu for baking, and I did change that and came and moved back home, and now I am going for my bachelor's degree in information technology.
Well, when I finished my high school, I already talked to my mom, and she told me that it's really important to learn other language. So my mom was like, you need to go to US, because my dad is from North America. Well, he's from North Carolina, so I didn't have to deal with all the visa problems. So we found through Pacelli High School a student exchange student program. So I found that, and then I did 6 months in Pacelli there, and then I transferred here to Riverland.
This is my second year here, and I did carpentry for 1 year. And I decided to keep going, so now I'm going for my generals. This is my first year for generals. Probably come next year, I'm not sure yet. And then transfer to probably Mankato or someone else. I want to be like engineering or architect.
I originally chose the University of St. Thomas, and I ended up transferring because of that. I picked it because of the strong athletic program, and I really regret it. So I ended up transferring to a school I thought would be a better fit for me, and I recommend you all do the same originally.
My family encouraged me to come here. They told me, because my dream was to go straight to university, but they told me like it's no problem to come here. You have to take generals anyway. And Yesenia Mendoza helped me a lot. She was an enrollment advisor, and I thought it was a great opportunity to come here first.
So I ended up transferring to UMD, which was just a lot better fit for me. Also the distance thing, I thought I wanted to get out of Minnesota and do something different, but it ended up that I needed to come back, and it worked for me.
I didn't plan it at all. I was just going here just for 6 months while I was learning English, and then talking to my host family, she was like, no, you need to go and start your college, finish it here, why not? And then they talked to me about Riverland, and it was a really cheap college, and it was really good, and then it will transfer all my credits to a 4-year university. So I decided to stay because of them, and I like it so far.
I changed my plans because it wasn't originally what I had thought it was going to be when I moved up there, and I didn't have a very good situation with a roommate.
I chose private because I thought it'd be a better fit for me, and I personally thought it'd be a higher quality education. And most of the private schools have a smaller class size, so you can get involved with the professors a lot more easily.
If not, well, I would just be working probably and stay out for a year or two. But then this helped me a lot because I came here and I'm pretty happy with it.
I thought that it's a great opportunity to take advantage that we have a community college here in town. I mean, transitioning from a high school to college, that's very difficult, so.
I transferred schools, like I said, and a huge reason for that was the size of the schools. When I went to UMD, class sizes were I had one big lecture of like 100 kids, which is pretty small compared to what I did have. And then as I went on in the university, I got smaller classes, and that really worked for me. I realized I needed more individualized attention to learn better. So
I'm just doing my generals, and in the future I want to transfer to U of M, go for global studies.
Actually, before I came here, I talked to an advisor from Mankato, telling her that I wanted to major in communication disorders, and she sent me a list of generals that I would have to take if I would have been over there in that school, and just to see if maybe Riverland has those classes. So I go based on that to take my classes. So after my associate's degree, I transfer over there, and then some of my classes here also transfer over there, my general classes, and we'll see how that goes.
Some of the benefits of changing to go to get my bachelor's of information technology was I got to come home and spend more time with family, but I also got a better grasp of what I want to do with my future, rather than a dream that I eventually wanted to be a baker and own my own bakery. It's more realistic.
I chose a college close to home because I thought it'd be easier on my family. It's a lot more affordable for me, and I'm a lot more comfortable with it.
It actually helped me a lot because when I got out of high school, well, I didn't know much. It's not the same as coming here. So I went for first time I went there, I was like, I didn't want to go, you know. But then at the middle of the time, I changed my mind because it was pretty good. It helped me a lot with homework.
Way cheaper scholarships. Riverland offer a lot of scholarships. I think the people here make you feel very comfortable. The faculty here, I mean, and the teachers too. The teachers are great here. My classes, they offer free tutoring, and the students here also, very good.
A huge drawback was figuring out the transferring process and how the credits I got at Michigan State would transfer over to UMD. Luckily, they were pretty much the same level of school academic-wise, so they transferred pretty easy, but I still had to kind of work with advisors and figure out what's going to count where. So that got a little frustrating, but the people at UMD were awesome and helped me a lot, but it was a long process.
I had to overcome the fact of telling people that I was coming back and the reasoning why, and coming back at such a late time. I had a short time to enroll in classes out at Riverland, therefore my options were very limited.
If it wasn't for cycles, I would probably not be here in college right now. It actually helped me a lot and helped me pay for my every single class I had.
Taking my experiences at Michigan State, I said I didn't get involved, so one thing I kind of had to overcome was me being a little shy and just kind of taking a step out there and joining clubs and joining sports. So I got way more involved at UMD, and that overall really affected my experience there. So kind of overcoming some of my own personality.
My advice to high school students looking into their future, really kind of sit down and discuss the pros and cons to a couple different options rather than having your mind set on one exact career goal. Because then it gives you a little bit more of a different viewpoint than this is what I'm going to do, this is what my mind's set on. You can go back and say, I have all of this. I've researched what I need to research in order to determine what I wanted to do.
To work hard, do their homework, because if they stay behind, they will not catch up fast. It's pretty hard. And to try to get ready for college. Try to look for some help, apply for scholarships or any help they can get. I think that should be good.
My advice to high school students would be to pick a school that you feel is right for you.
To not stress about it too much, because I know I did. I thought about it way too much, which college is perfect for me, which major is perfect for me, but I think you'll know once you go to college, and to try hard, manage your time a lot, apply to a lot of scholarships, and yeah, I think a big one is for your classes, ask for help, ask for your teachers for help, and try your hardest.
Really challenge yourself. I think I did a pretty good job challenging myself, but I didn't really go. I did have a little bit of a senior slide, so be aware of that. That's a real thing. And I think listening to my mom, she warned me about the distance and the size of the school, and she was totally right. So keep in mind your parents' opinions too, because they have more life experiences. So I think I definitely should have listened to my parents.
In high school, I regretted not working nearly as hard. I've been hitting the books a lot harder in college, and that's been helpful a lot because my GPA has been higher in college than it has in high school. In high school, it's kind of slacked off a little bit, and I regret it.
In California, my high school, I was in a club, AVID. That helped me a lot. But Austin High School, also my Connect teacher, helped me a lot, letting me know the things I need to know when going to college.
Take advantage of your last year in high school, because you will miss it, even though you might be sick of everybody here. But really, stay involved and keep your grades up. Don't let that senior slide happen. And yeah, take opinions from your teachers and your parents, because they know you maybe a little bit differently than you know yourself. So.
Dream always big. And when I was in Colombia, I never saw me studying in USA, in a college, getting scholarships, getting to know people from all over the world. I don't know. Dream always big because always is possible to achieve those goals. So dream big.